Think about the person you believe you are, your strengths, your regrets, your childhood, the moments that shaped you. It feels like a complete story, a story that has always existed. But what if your brain didn't simply remember your life? What if it quietly rewrote it every single day? Because the person you think you are may not just be remembered, they may be narrated. Imagine someone asks you one simple question. Who are you? You probably wouldn't list your height, your blood type, or the exact number of cells in your body. Instead, you would tell a story. You would talk about your childhood, your family, your biggest success, your greatest mistake, the people who changed you. Without realizing it, your brain instantly turns your life into a narrative. And that's something humans seem uniquely driven to do. Psychologists call this narrative identity. It is the ongoing story your brain creates to explain who you are, where you came from, and where your life is going. But here's the unsettling part. That story is not stored somewhere inside your brain like a finished book. It is constantly being rewritten. Wait, what? Most people imagine memory as a recording, like pressing play on an old video. But memories do not work that way. Every time you remember something, your brain reconstructs it. It pieces together sights, sounds, emotions, expectations, and later experiences. The memory feels real. But each recall is also an edit. Tiny details disappear, new interpretations appear, emotions change. Over time, the story evolves. Not because you are lying, because that is how memory works. Think about your first day of school. You probably remember only fragments. A classroom, a backpack, a teacher's smile, maybe fear, maybe excitement. But your brain has filled enormous gaps. The original moment is gone. What remains is a reconstruction built from pieces. That is the first real WTF moment. You are not remembering your past. You are rebuilding it, and your brain does this for a reason. Life is unbelievably complicated. Every single day contains millions of details. If your brain stored everything equally, you would drown in information. Instead, it searches for meaning. It asks, what does this event say about me? What can I learn from it? How does it fit into my story? That is why two people can experience the exact same event and remember completely different versions of it. One remembers rejection, the other remembers growth. One remembers failure, the other remembers motivation. The facts may be similar, the stories are different, because meaning is not found, it is created. Self-awareness makes this even more fascinating. Humans are not only able to experience life, we can think about ourselves experiencing life. We become both the author and one of the main characters. Every decision, every conversation, every success, every heartbreak gets woven into a narrative explaining who we believe we are. But that narrative influences the future too. If your story becomes, I am someone who always gives up, your future decisions begin following that script. If your story becomes, I am someone who learns from failure, your brain starts noticing evidence that supports that version instead. Another WTF moment. The stories you tell yourself are not only about your past, they quietly shape your future. This does not mean your identity is fake. It means identity is dynamic. Your life story is built from real experiences. But the way those experiences connect, the lessons you draw, the meaning you assign, those are constantly changing. Think about someone you disliked years ago. Perhaps today you understand them differently. The event never changed, but the story did. The same is true for yourself. A mistake that once felt like proof you were not good enough may later become the reason you discovered your greatest strength. The facts remain. The narrative evolves. And perhaps that is what being human really is. Not collecting memories, but continuously transforming them into meaning. You are not simply carrying your past. You are interpreting it, editing it, retelling it again and again. Every morning you wake up, your brain quietly asks one question. What kind of person am I? Then it searches through thousands of memories to find an answer. And that answer becomes the story you live today, which leads to one final question. If your brain is constantly rewriting your story, how much of the person you believe you are is objective? And how much is simply the version your mind has chosen to tell? What story are you telling yourself today? If this made you question the story you've been telling yourself, subscribe. Every single day, we uncover another hidden truth about reality, science, space, and the human mind. Because the greatest mystery you will ever explore may not be the universe above you. It may be the story unfolding quietly inside your own mind.